Steam account was again. um, so I decided to go with this creature. And what I really like about it is the front part of the body and the front legs and those really heavy paws, and so I think I'm going to yeah, I'm going to draw that up again, um, but making everything else uh, different. Yeah, so making a different hind body and hind legs, because they don't really work. I mean, they look interesting in shape as they are now, shape wise, but they're not really gonna work with the front body well. And if it was going to be animated, it would kind of walk really funny. And I don't, yeah, I, I don't see it being frightening if it would be walking that funny. Um, I'd like this creature to be more predator-like and more, yeah, brutal. So now I found a hind leg that did fit more together with the front legs, uh, and now I'm happy. Yeah, it kind of works, and now I'm making a tail, and that kind of works too. It could maybe do some damage with that tail. Could be nice to see. Yeah. So now I have a body for this creature, and I'm just going to be focusing on the head of the creature in this tutorial in this training video. Um, but it's really important that you've also figured out how the body is gonna look. Um, that's often yeah. I mean that's really important for the face. Um, I find it easier to paint the creature as a whole first, just sketching it out first as a whole, shape and all that stuff, and then it's easier to find out, okay, how's the face gonna look in this creature, how's the head shape, and so looking at it as a whole first, making the design as a whole, not going into detail with the body though, and then continue on with the head. That's what I find working best. Yeah. So here I'm just kind of trying with some different features, putting in some different features like horns, different ears, making a whole different head shape. Here I'm just erasing out the lower part of the head, making a complete new shape here, making a very strong jaw for this creature, and trying to put in a more cat-like nose, maybe a bit more tiger-like nose, um, and a really really grim smile. uh, but I didn't find it interesting enough, sadly. So I put in some ear kind of features. I don't know what it really is, but it makes it look a bit like a bunny. Sadly, not that evil. No, more fluffy kind of ears. Um, and also it kind of disturbs the silhouette of the creature, making you know creating too many features going in overlapping each other can sometimes be really disturbing and confusing in terms of silhouette and negative space, and you should really consider that when making your design. Be aware of these things. And now I'm kind of just plugging in some black just to show you how the silhouette has changed. Yeah. Sometimes I'll do this for my own sake. If I'm not really sure if it's gonna work, you know, putting in some value and making a silhouette really helps. And then squint your eyes to see it better if it still reads. And if you don't know what it is, imagine that you have never seen the line drawing, and you're only seeing this silhouette, that's all you've ever seen, do you know which kind of creature it is, really? And do you know what everything you see is? That's really important. So here, without the ears, I think it kind of works. You know, you can see it's a creature that you should stay away from. It's a mean, badass creature. It's gonna kill you and eat you raw. So here I'm kind of just plugging in the ears just to see the difference on another layer. Yeah. And you don't really see what the second ear, what it is. Is it a spike growing out of the back? What is it? You don't know. So, meh, doesn't work. Bummer. Try again. And why do I draw this in why do I draw this in red? Well, there's really no explanation, but the reason why I'm drawing it in color is because you can easily go in and you know, if you want to see this design on a background or something, make the background color different, and making the color of the sketch match the background, then it's really easy just to make a new adjustment layer, a hue saturation layer, and you can easily change it around, make it blue or something, or green. You can also do that with well, you can also change the color if you've done it with black, but it's just a bit longer process. So, and you know, change is good. If you're used to drawing in black, you know, well, take a blue pencil, work with another color, you know. Just sort of get new eyes and stuff. It's a good thing. So here I'm just comparing, like seeing is it good, is it bad, and well, the latest one I did doesn't look that evil. It has kind of cute kind of face, and that's really not what I want. That's complete opposite what I want. I wanted to have some kind of character, that it should be a bit of a naughty creature. Maybe a creature with a bit of humor, sick humor, like me, but still evil. Like you should maybe be able to laugh at it at one point, but still have in mind that it's an evil Knievel. Just excuse me while I'm drinking my milk. So here I'm trying with another set of jaws. I really like the eyes though. I kept the eyes from the last design. Those really speak to me. Triangular, kind of sleepy eyes, kind of sick eyes with those wrinkles underneath. So yeah, just do a lot of these. If you're not satisfied with what you're seeing, you know, if you're not satisfied of the head, you know, just take what you have, duplicate it, and draw on top of it to see if you can make some changes that looks better. And here, you know, the video skipped again. I'm sorry about that, but here I drew in a beak and tried with a beak, another triangular shape, but sadly I don't think it worked. It looked weird. But you have to try out weird stuff to find out if it works. Sometimes it's just weird, but sometimes it's genius. So take some risks, or it's not really risks because no, it's Photoshop. You can always delete it. But I mean, try something crazy. See if it works. If it doesn't, then whatever. And here I'm putting in an extra eye, so now it has four eyes. I just thought it would be a bit more interesting, like a bit more alien and fantasy kind of, to have four eyes. Yeah, and you could think of different reasons why we have four eyes. Maybe the two extra eyes, the extra set of eyes are sort of like night vision eyes or something like that, or predator sight. From the Predator movie, this kind of heat waves sight, really disturbing. Could be nice to have two different sets of eyes for different purposes. So I think that's a cool idea. Oh, yeah. You think about stuff like that while designing. It's and it's really funny.